Here is my newest purchase, Persona 5 Royale for Nintendo Switch. Persona 5 is one of my favorite games of all time. It's one of my top 10 favorite games. I actually purchased it for PlayStation 3 back in 2017. As you can see, I'm a bit of a Persona fan. I have Persona 3 FES, but I think I took it to Thailand already. The PlayStation 2 physical copy. Um, and I purchased Persona 5 digitally for PlayStation 3. And I have a copy of Persona 4 for PlayStation 2. But I also took that to Thailand. But yeah, I'm into handheld consoles now because they're much more convenient. So yeah, I want to get physical copies of all the great JRPGs. In Persona 4, Persona 5 are two of the best JRPGs ever made. A quick review of why Persona 5 is one of my favorites games of all time. The quickest explanation is Persona 5 makes you care about the characters. They feel like real people. That's how it is in Persona 3, 4, and 5. You actually care about the characters. You miss the characters when you're not playing the game. Persona 5 went even further by it. Instead of a social link, it has the confidence, and you can create friendships or romance, but you have to try harder to earn it. You have to do even more tasks, or basically in Persona 5, you have to work harder to create romance with a particular character, um, or create a friendship. In Persona 4, you could it was easy to create romance. You just had to spend time with a female character, and after you spend a fair bit of time with her, she'll become your girlfriend. In Persona 5, I like how the game makes you earn the right to be the boyfriend of one of the female characters. Persona 5 also deals with some real world issues like bullying and mental health issues. It does have a light hearted side, like there's a um, segment of a game where you can decide where you want to go on a vacation, and I chose to go on a vacation to Hawaii. And like I've said in my other video game vlogs, I love tropical locations. Honestly, I prefer the characters in Persona 4, but Persona 5, um, I like Persona 5 more because I just feel like it's a better experience as a whole. It's a deeper experience. Um, Now, for a long time, Persona 4 was in my top 10 JRPGs of all time. I think it still is. Um, I'll have to have a think about it, but Persona 5 definitely is one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. As for the female characters in the game, I like Anne, and I like Tei Tamaki, the sexy doctor character. Um, I will admit I liked Yukiko and Reset. in Persona 4 a bit more, but the female characters in Persona 5 are great, and the other characters in Persona 5 are great. They are unique in their own way, such as Futuba Sakura, who has social anxiety disorder. Just that condition, forgot how to pronounce it, begins with A. Agoraphobia, I think it is. And this is a real issue in Japan. Many people in Japan have this type of condition where they become hermits and don't want to go outside. Um, and they just lock themselves away. And sometimes they just look at anime or read manga all day. But anyways, for Tuba, she's actually a computer genius and a professional hacker, and she helps the group navigate through the dungeons. Speaking of the dungeons in Persona 5 are a lot more complex than in Persona 3 and 4. And not only that, the enemies move very quickly. It's much harder to outrun them. In Persona 5, you need to use stealth. You need to crouch and hide behind it areas so you don't get seen. If you get seen too many times, you get kicked out of the dungeon. It adds more depth to the gameplay. You're not just running around the dungeon, running past enemies easily and just trying to find like the next story segment. In Persona 5, you have to use thought and how you navigate around the dungeon. But yeah, Fatuba's role in the story is well thought out. As someone who likes romance in JRPGs, there is a scene where you basically make out with one of the female characters, which is something I personally like, although it's not for everyone. I like the battle system in Persona 5 because turn based is my favourite style of battle system, and I also like how they've made it more streamlined, but it has more depth to it, such as if you find an enemy's weakness, you can I think just press right shift one, and then it'll always target that weakness for you without you having to navigate through a menu. And there's also the shoot commands where you can do a lot of damage to enemies before the battle even begins. It's been, I haven't played it since 2017, but I still remember how fun its battle system is. All I can say is Persona 5, it's a very addictive game. Like I said, you really care about the characters, and you'll miss the characters when you stop playing the game. I hope everyone has a good day or night. Sawadee Cup.